So you guys hear what happened to Farm Boy and Spiffy's?
Hit it.
What's going on there? Anybody know what's going on with them?
Farm Boy?
Yeah, they had a court date last week.
They have a court date. It's next week, right? Or is it tomorrow?
Well, no, Farm Boy got turned down. The judge went and issued an order saying they were in contempt.
Who are you talking to? Me?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
What
you know more about it than I think me and Mark.
Well, then I probably need to look it up because that's all I know. I was just seeing if you guys knew anything else other than what I know.
knows.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Here's what you can do. Pull it up on your Google box and then fucking tell the world about it since you brought this up. Let me check this audio real quick.
It's a little...
I want to make sure I'm not fucking blowing shit out. Yeah, we're good. As long as I don't yell into it. I'm going to edit this later and it's just going to be like, you will not have sound.
It's going to sound like fucking Charlie Brown.
Yeah. I have a much better editing process for all of the audio.
Yeah.
And I want to go back and take all the old clips and just essentially master them.
Yeah.
But it's so much, it's not that much work.
File and professional, digitally remastered.
Yeah. Like I'm going to redo the intro song. I'll probably put a new one on here.
Yeah.
It'll be me. I'm going to change that because of the changes that are happening. I want it to just be the Violent Professional Podcast, brought to you by the Violent Professional Podcast, So I'm going to deal with that. I'm going to deal with that. I'm going to record that.
This is taking an awkward amount of time up.
It's that pause I needed to fucking get the silence in the room.
Of course, 18 hours ago, King 5 is still saying that they're just being held in contempt.
Contempt of what?
You can hold anybody in contempt for anything.
Well,
it's just fucking words.
I hold you in contempt for fucking taking too long.
That's a thing.
It's on the news now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
When people get held in contempt, it's just a higher power of government saying, I don't like what you did.
Well, yeah.
They don't fucking do anything about it.
It's when you're in violation.
You have
of
a black
court
check
order.
mark next to your name now.
Yeah. Oh, they're facing over. Well, this.
How much?
So Spiffy's Restaurants gets a court hearing over the COVID restrictions. This is as of 6 days ago. Spiffy's Restaurant Chehalis will wait one more week to hear if a judge will uphold a state order trying to force the restaurant to stop serving food indoors. At a Lewis County...
Are they the one, not to interrupt, but are they the ones that said, put a thing on social media that said we are serving indoors?
Oh, yeah. No masks, everything, yeah. I went down there and ate there. It was...
You're part of the problem.
Evidently, I'm a super spreader. So
that's not because of the fucking disease. It's because you get all the ladies wet, right? You super spreader.
At a Lewis County court hearing Tuesday, Judge Chris Lancy warned the owner of Spiffy's that he is violating an emergency coronavirus rules and he could be sent to jail.
You notice he didn't say laws.
Right, because they're violating.
So he's not
order.
violating anything.
Right. So that's the question.
Rules are made up.
Yeah.
So I want to think about this. How could he send him to jail? Is it in a way that's like it's not a law that he's breaking, but could it be like a judge? And I'm just thinking, could it be a catch-all where they're just like, you're not listening to my orders as a judge? I
don't think so.
How would they fucking do it?
The only way they could do something, in my opinion, is if they throw down these 8 fines on you, Mike, and you haven't paid any of them yet.
And then it's like a misdemeanor type
Pull
of situation. You go for like 30
license.
days or something.
Up
to under a year or something.
Well, L&I is
79 days or something.
Because I sure as hell wouldn't pay any fines.
No.
I guess that's the only way.
What is it? How long can they hold you in jail for a misdemeanor? Is it like?
I don't know, dude.
Because you can go to jail for it, right? But it's less than a year because it's not. You're not going into actual prison at that point. You're just going to like fucking the Nisqually jail or whatever.
But these politicians got to understand that like later on down the line, after you spend that 4 months in jail, 4 years from now, when all this shit blows, if it blows over, and you come back and sue the fucking government for that.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with that. The lawsuits coming from.
Oh, there's going to be a fucking ton.
Maybe I'm ignorant, but I thought the governor's office is immune to civil action. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a provision.
The state isn't, though.
Right.
I mean, the government, the governor can claim.
This is why you can't sue the president. Like,
But you can sue the United States government.
Right. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. But the judge gave Spiffy's 1 week before deciding whether the restraining order demanding it stops indoor service is enforceable. So their failure to comply may result in an order or a finding of contempt, which can result in fines and penalties up to 2 Gs per day. Which,
so in contempt, they're just throwing down fines. That's it.
Yeah, it could include jail time. Could include the bringing of charges for a gross misdemeanor amid consequences, Judge Lancey said.
There won't be any jail time. Guaranteed.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends. If more businesses start doing what Spiffy's is doing, then
they're not putting people in jail for committing crimes right now. You know what I mean? Like actual crime.
Yeah.
So they're going to take somebody who was trying to make money and put him in jail? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the gentleman's 81 years of age. He's retired.
They're not going to put him in jail.
He's
at risk.
He'll be a martyr, is what he'll be.
They'll put him at home arrest. House arrest.
It's ridiculous. It's
arrest.
interesting though. I think like L&I is really showing its colors though right now. Who's the head of the L&I who's doing these press conferences every week about how?
Oh, it's John.
Well, I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but no, he's got every week.
It's old Jeff.
Yeah.
It's Jeff's fault.
But yeah, we're handling the inbound calls and complaints as they're coming through. We're working overtime to make sure that we're, hearing the concerned citizens of, the state.
I detest L&I.
Oh.
They're the fucking the most useless organization. They literally have people that are there to fucking just keep the fucking machine alive. Like they just it's the biggest self-licking ice cream cone in the fucking state of Washington. Yeah.
So check this out. There's a company.
Well, I mean there's not I wouldn't say you can think about taxes in many ways. Like they took money from us unwillingly, and the stimulus, and they're giving it's free money, and it's not free money because it came out of you. But in a sense, there's I don't even know how to describe if it's good at all. But there's some things about it, like the fact that they distributed stimulus money that was ours anyway, super quickly. You know what I mean?
I haven't got mine yet.
You haven't? Okay, no. Then my point is fucking moot.
God damn it. I
got a mute
Did
point.
you get your stimulus yet?
I got mine.
Yeah. I haven't gotten any.
I checked the status of it, and it says there's no information on mine. I'm like, well, fuck.
Yeah, there's.
Did the check say from Trump, President Trump, like the last one?
No, I just got it fucking deposited.
Oh, it was okay. The first one said from President Trump. It was like,
you got a paper check?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah,
you should have framed that.
You should have took a picture of it.
No, I don't. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about everything. I got a lot of thoughts, but
okay, so put them out. This is what we do here.
Yeah, I know.
This microphone in front of your face.
So, restaurant hit with order fines for COVID violations. Longview, Washington, after a month of serving customers indoor despite state rules. Okay, Stuffies. They misspelled Stuffies. This is according to AP News.
I like that better.
Stuffies.
They should change it after this.
Stuffies 2 restaurant of Longview.
They should actually fucking get rid of their business, close their business, then reopen it under the name Stuffies, and then be like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
So
Stiffies.
I'd call it Stiffies.
Under new management, bro.
Bro. But they're at 126,000 so far in fines so far. They've accumulated.
That's crazy. Yeah. How are they going to fucking unbury them?
They're not going to do it.
You just don't pay it. Right?
You just don't pay it.
No.
What happens on a government fine level? Is that where the misdemeanor comes from, where they're like, you're not paying your
once you're operating a business without a business license, because L&I will revoke the license after you operate your business without a license, that's then when they can pursue
legal action.
It's so you don't need a business license to operate a business. It's basically like being a 1040 employee, but you don't have the protection when it comes down to like the state shit like that. So the reason for example, if I didn't have a business license, big fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like podcasts, t-shirts, fucking whatever. I don't really need one. I do it because of the simplicity of it and the way I run things. But in a sense, like you would essentially have to claim what your income was for the year.
Right.
Through the IRS, and it'd be just basically 1090, because regardless if I had a business license or not, I would still have income coming in. And it would be reported.
I mean, you could label it as when you report your taxes, you can be a hobbyist. You can put it as that.
Well, the issue,
sole proprietor,
yeah.
Like that. So when I first moved to Olympia and opened the office down in Olympia, I was a sole proprietor.
Yours is different though, because and I'm not going to get into, but you have to have licensing in a way, right? You gotta
there's the profession requires licensing, but the business also requires licensing. And Olympia, when I first went down there, I was a sole proprietor, and then I incorporated in like 2013, excuse me, like to an S corp.
If you didn't know, he's in the male porn industry.
Yeah, but
business
once I incorporated, I started getting invoices from the city of Olympia going, okay, congratulations, thanks, glad you're a business. Now here, pay us $500 a year to be here as an association. And so you're on the grid more. And I don't know, like, I guess I could have stayed a sole proprietor to your point, but I don't know. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it has to be some things like you can't do a restaurant because it's you have to have like health certificates to. I mean, you could just go, this is now my house, everybody can come here and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But then you run the risk of getting in trouble with different ways. But liquor you can't, because that's a federal fucking thing. That's what I was thinking. I was like, how do these fucking restaurants and businesses, or restaurants and fucking bars and shit, how do they just like told to close? And it's like because they legally they can't serve alcohol.
They run the risk of like the local government's going to work with the federal government if these mask mandates aren't followed, and then they're serving inside and they're like, okay, we'll just take away their liquor license, we'll take away this license. Now you can't fucking make money at all.
Yeah. Whereas and then because I relate shit to me, and we talk about business quite a bit. It's like with me, it's like you can't stop me from like they couldn't.
Yeah.
You have to shut down. It's like I don't have any fucking foot traffic. What are you talking about?
My balls are in a vice. I mean,
the only thing they could get me on is if like I'm fucking using T-shirts for fucking cum rags, and then I'm shipping them out to me, which may have happened. Funny story. I had a huge custom order one time.
Yeah.
And back in the day when I used to just fucking be a print monkey nonstop, like. I may have spilled a whole beer on a fucking order and then ran it through the fucking heat press or the dryer again.
Why does it smell like beer?
Hell yeah,
these are military dudes. Who gives a fuck? You're like, you're anti-vet. I'm like, you goddamn right I'm anti-vet.
That's funny. Yeah.
He didn't sound very amused.
That's funny.
No, like,
that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm fucking funny, David. Laugh at me.
You are funny. Yeah, like where's the line drawn? Like if you wanted to just open up like listen, this thing's open for the business. It's in my garage.
Who are you talking to right now?
You
looked over there.
I'm thinking
as if there were cameras and lights over there. Listen, I'm not. You broke the fourth wall, David. No, fuck you.
But like, where's the line drawn? Like, let's say you wanted to have like a little bar in your garage and say, this is for the neighborhood. They pay me money, and we all have a drink here.
You would have to turn it into a private club.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'd have to have that liquor license.
You still would need the license to sell liquor.
It's still federal on any level.
Okay. Well, then let's just turn that into.
It's just like if you were having a fucking speakeasy, right? Like the government would come and smash your fucking house up.
If you had your own like.
That's what it is. A speakeasy, right? Like a fucking underground.
It's interesting though, like what we allow. You know what I mean? Like you're allowed to come into my house, bust up my garage with alcohol and beer, and all my neighborhood, the people in my HOA. That come here and pay me money.
Those would be you fucking talked about it. Those would be the
brought
fucking,
it up. You son
that's
of a
like
bitch. They're the ones
telling everybody I have herpes. Like,
but let's say you were cool with your HOA and the people in your HOA.
Hate them. I hate it.
But
those would be the first motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah.
Like if I'm fucking in my garage and I got the garage door up a little bit.
Yeah.
You see those motherfuckers looking in. It's like get the fuck away from my fucking house.
Yeah,
you
but
cunt.
Let's say you had a good relationship with them and
they didn't try to run you over.
They're willing to pay.
Trying to find out who they were and take a picture.
Well, okay, but $5 for a thing of beer. I don't know what. It's the ATF, right?
Yes. Yeah, what about the ATF? It's not like they're coming with a fucking.
They're only listening to us now.
Charges and
what does the ATF
play
do?
Dudes on vacation and go boom, clack it off.
Clacking off.
Strapping C4.
No, I'm just trying to understand like where the line is with what you're allowed to do, and it's weird that you're not allowed to.
You're trying to see like when is it acceptable to have a bunch of alcohol and weapons in your house, and then when cops come to your door, shoot them in the fucking face? Is that what you're asking?
No.
What is that? What is that line coming?
I'm like
he's saying, where do these patriots draw the line?
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, was it you that asked me the other day? You were like, God, I forgot what I was saying now.
It's okay.
Oh, I forgot it. Damn it. You I think it was you that brought it up.
I bring up a lot of stuff.
Maybe it'll come back to me. No, but like,
what's the line? That's what you're saying. Like, where's the line?
Well, it's weird that we have this liquid substance that we are not allowed to drink in public and walk down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
It's very strange. You know what I mean? Hard alcohol, beer, whatever it is, right? I know I'm making an argument for public intoxication, but but it's weird that we let the overlords.
Stop talking to me,
J-Rod.
Jacob. He's not gonna listen to this, but fuck you, Jacob. You're not even.
He'll
on the
never
podcast.
hear. He doesn't care.
Just joking.
Continue.
Bro.
No, I mean it's weird that we let overlords do that. Like it's very strange.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's been in stepping on your toes, your hands, your fucking neck
Mm-hmm.
from
Decades, right? Yeah.
probably 100 years now.
Yeah.
It's been like that. There's
Yeah.
the freedoms are slowly.
And
being
you know how it all
away.
started with Prohibition was started with a bunch of wives that came together and petitioned Congress, I think it was, because their husbands were all coming home drunk, and they were like, this is the end of the family unit as we know it. Our husbands are drunk.
That true?
That's exactly That's
I never
how.
looked
Yeah,
at
I've never
Prohibition.
looked at, like the origins
okay.
of
Look,
it.
I may be wrong. I'm just maybe talking
I
out
think
of my
you're just
ass,
cynical
but
against women.
no,
I tend to forget about history when I'm fucking shit hammered drunk.
But it's weird that we allow this stuff, and I'm only thinking about this because we're allowing the governor to come in and just shut down businesses and say, hey, you can't operate. Like, it's just strange.
Well,
Like,
very soon after the revolution, taxation without representation is why the U.S. got into it. Britain was like, fuck off, fuck the king. Very soon after that, there was the Whiskey Rebellion. And the Whiskey Rebellion was about whiskey. The
Sure.
U.S. government was like, we
Right.
are in fucking debt. We're broke as
Right.
shit. We need to tax something so we can get money for our government.
So the first one was about taxing tea imports, and then
Correct.
the second one
was in-house,
Yeah.
technically, because they were making the whiskey
sure.
in the U.S. and
Right,
they were
right.
like, well, we need to tax something. Let's tax whiskey because everybody drinks it.
Mhm.
So the whiskey makers were like, fuck off.
Right.
That's the same thing we just fought over.
Right.
So there were some deaths.
Right.
Ultimately, the U.S. government won. Unfortunately for the whiskey makers, but that was the Whiskey Rebellion. So that's the last time that's
Turn
happened.
your
I
fucking
think.
phone.
God damn it!
You guys are making it a thing.
You're the only one whose phone has been going off this whole time.
Yours not at all.
I
Your
don't
shit was
remember.
fucking
I
blaring.
didn't hear anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're a liar. There's no liars in this house of learned doctors.
Yeah, it's like we sound like a bunch of hardcore extreme right wing,
No,
but
just stating history.
no, I got you, but like it's what the people allow to have happen. The people.
You know what we
have
got to
to
start saying instead of left wing and right wing? Like, there's only two options, right? What about goddamn dorsal fin? There's got to be something else. What do they
Tail
call the
feathers.
center?
You
Tail
extremist
feathers.
dorsal
I'm
fin,
the
you.
backside feathers.
The back.
The
So
ass
what?
feather.
So who does the
I'm
backside
the
vote
prime
for?
feathers. Dorsal fin. That's what we're gonna say.
Libertarians or
Yeah.
dorsal fins?
A giant bird with a fucking shark fin.